R. Kelly found guilty of all charges. I mean, finally. Yo, man, taking the story from Forbes. R&B singer R. Kelly found guilty of sex trafficking and racketeering. R&B singer R. Kelly was found guilty of 8 counts of violating the Mann Act, or trafficking women across lines for sex, and 1 count of racketeering for criminal conduct, including the sexual exploitation of children and forced labor, following a month-long trial with explosive testimony from former employees and partners of the singer. Put a pin in that right there. Put a pin in that. Key facts. After 2 days of deliberation, the federal jury, made up of 7 men and 5 women, found guilty Robert Kelly of 9 charges Monday, according to multiple reports. Kelly, who was tried in federal court in New York, pled not guilty to all charges last year and has denied all sexual abuse and misconduct allegations. Lead prosecutors argued throughout the trial that Kelly was a predator. Yeah, we kind of knew that. Who used his fame to entice victims and coerce them into sexual acts with him, and created a criminal enterprise system made up of bodyguards, managers, personal assistants, and drivers who helped him get away with that. Let's just go back to that for a second, dog. Yeah, man. And all these motherfuckers need to be held accountable too. Anybody who was out here like helping R. Kelly get around this and get away with this because their livelihood depend on it. And that's the thing, right? A lot of these folks in his circle, they like propagated this whole enterprise, sexual trafficking enterprise, because their livelihood was based on R. Kelly. And I kind of like, I ain't gonna say I got a problem with that, but like, go down with the ship. Because when the gravy train was flowing, all y'all was quiet, mum's the word. But now dude broke as hell, all y'all want to come up and say, yeah, man, I saw everything. Let me do that. Let me clear my conscience. And I kind of got a problem with that, man. I don't know, like, did these folks make a deal, a proffer deal, and set that up so they can get R. Kelly? I don't know what the prosecutor did, but however, I got a problem with all these folks who was part of this goddamn system now coming out and being like, no, no, I gotta say my story. Matter of fact, dog, let's just point out this, man. Look, a lot of virtue signaling is going on in this story, dude. This is more so a story about how we all failed. Society, us as a team or unit, we just failed. We failed, right? I remember being in college when the R. Kelly sex tape came out. And I remember walking into my roommate apartment at the time, man, and it was a group of guys there. And I was like, what y'all doing? And it was like, yeah, man, we watching the R. Kelly sex tape. Like, this is something we knew about, bro. Like, people were out here actively looking. 9 out of 10, you were actively out there looking. For God's sake, Dave Chappelle made a whole skit about it, bro. Like, this was something that was in plain sight. We all knew about this, bro. Like, we failed. Like, we all are shit. Like, nobody comes out good in this goddamn R. Kelly story. Like, we're trying to position it now that, man, finally, we sending a predator to justice. Nah, dude, we all fucked up in this. Nobody hands, including myself, nobody hands is clean in this whole damn story. We all should be ashamed of ourselves. Like, dead ass, we all should be like, man, how do we let this get away this long? Like, I can say personally, I didn't watch the R. Kelly sex tape. And I'm not trying to say that as some virtue signaling to say I'm better than you if you did watch it. But I'm saying all this evidence was out there. All this visible evidence was out there. You know, after we have a documentary on Lifetime, now everybody like, yeah, man, oh my God, how did we miss the cues? We knew, bro. Like, yo, it was so fucked up, right? Funny and fucked up at the same time that I remember when the sex tape first came out, I was like, man, this shit's sick, bro. Like, seriously, 15 years old, man, you made a video peeing on a 15-year-old? And everybody as a whole, like the whole black community, the music community, everybody as a whole was getting ready to shit on R. Kelly. We were. But then he came out with The Chocolate Factory. Damn good album, right? And it seemed like people forgot, like that is like gonna be like one of the most fucked up things about this history when we started looking at it and analyze it. Dude put out a good-ass album, and we seem to forget about all the man's shortcomings. Because the music was that damn good. The music was that damn good to the point we was like, yo, all right, we can sweep that under the rug. And we do this all the time, man. We make exceptions for, like, certain people because the genius is there, and we kind of look over some of their flaws. Like, I can't personally play R. Kelly's music while I DJ because I feel like R. Kelly was specifically talking about the acts he was doing to underage women in his music, right? Right? Speaking of, Aaliyah was underage, like, bro, in plain sight, right? But I can't play his music. However, I'm not gonna knock anybody who can detach the man from his music. I can't. But I do have like other contradictions where I do, like James Brown, love his music. Tumultuous past. Miles Davis, love his music. Tumultuous past. So if you make an exception for R. Kelly, I'm not knocking you on that. I'm really not. I can't. But the exception was made to the umpteen power when dude put out the Chocolate Factory album. We all kind of forgot. And that was just shit. So right now, it's a lot of virtue signaling going on with R. Kelly. Like, yeah, man, yeah, we did it. Finally, we put a predator in there. But let's just not forget that we all fucked up on this one. Like us, a team, a unit, a crew. We did this, man. Going back to the story. One woman and one man that testified against Kelly said he promised them a chance to kick off a music career, but were pressured by him into sexual acts instead. Yeah, man, I can see that. Like, all right, man, this ain't nothing new, man. People leverage fame and influence into sexual acts all the damn time, right? Like, this ain't nothing new. It's sickening, but I can see people actually like going like, there's a thing called the audition couch in Hollywood where, you know, hey, sleep with me for the road. The whole Harvey Weinstein type situation. And while I'm on that, let's just say, we all can probably say the Me Too movement needs a course correction and some things that was happening in the Me Too movement went too far. But at its core, this was the type of stuff that the Me Too movement was trying to deal with. Like, this type of predatory acts, the stuff that R. Kelly and Harvey Weinstein did, and a lot of other people are doing every goddamn day to try to pressure people into having sexual acts. I'm not saying just women, because having the men too is one of this dude testify. Like, yo, that's social pressure, bro. So I can believe that. Former members of R. Kelly's entourage also testified, including Demetrius Smith, who said that he bribed a woman at a local welfare office with $500 to create a fake ID so that 27-year-old Kelly could marry 15-year-old singer Aaliyah. And once again, dog, we knew this. Like, this ain't news, bro. We knew this. Like, once again, we're trying to pretend like it's new information, but it's not. We knew about that. And yeah, I guess this is the end of the R. Kelly saga, right? Like, dude's going to jail. He's going to be in jail. He's 9 out of 10 going to die in jail unless he get parole, or I don't know if is parole even an option for this guy? I don't think so, because he got 13 charges of child pornography. I don't think, like, look, man, this ain't the last trial R. Kelly gonna go through. Like, he gonna have trials in different states, because when dude was on tour, he dipped and dabbed, so it's gonna be trials in different states, and this is gonna be an ongoing thing, and the charges are gonna pile up. Will the man get off? I don't know. Anything's possible. Bill Cosby got out, right? So, I don't know. But once again, let's not pretend that we all was just super virtuous and we really care. We care now, but let's also acknowledge that we failed as a society as a whole. And I just leave it at that.